Right, let's all. Hi guys, welcome to today's lesson on Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. Another one that I teach to my students. Love this song so much. I'm a little bit bunged up, hay fever / getting the end of a cold, so I apologise if I A, sniff, or B, sneeze, or C, just sound a little bit funny, but that's why. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to play the intro, then we're going to talk about that, and then I'm going to play the verse, we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to play the chorus and we'll talk about that, and that's the whole song. So 3 sections to work through, that's how we're going to do it, so just work our way through the song. So next you'll hear me playing the intro. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so that's the intro as I just muddled through it there. Really, really nice section. Effectively what we're doing is we're playing through a G major scale in thirds, then a C major scale in thirds, and then a little section in D major. So we're just following the chords as we go. It's really, really nice little section. Much more difficult than you think it's going to be, but I know my students do love having a crack at this bit. So let's go through it. First bit's going to be 7 on the E, 8 on the B. We're just going to play those 2 strings. Then it's going to be 8 and 10 on the 8 on the E, 10 on the B. 10 on the E, 12 on the B, and then back down, which is 8 on the E, 10 on the B, then 7 on the E, 8 on the B. Okay, so that's our G section. All down picks for me. Next section, C section. 12 and 13, 13 and 15, so 13 on the E, 15 on the B. Up to 15 on the E, 17 on the B. Back to 13 and 15. 12 and 13. Then I'm going to do the first bit again. 7 and 8, 8 and 10, 10 and 12, 8 and 10, 7 and 8. Okay, so I've got to do that quite quickly, but it's just the same pattern. You just move it up to 12 and then do the pattern again, and then you move it back to where you start with. So once you've got this first bit sorted, it shouldn't be too bad from there. Obviously if you don't have a cutaway on your acoustic like I do, it's a little bit harder to fit your fingers in. Final section, 7 on the G and 10 on the B. I do this first finger and pinky. You could do it first and third, that stretch works, but I do it first and pinky, okay? Then I'm going to work my way up. Sounds like a D major scale, could be a G major scale, they're very similar at this point. 7, 8, 10. So it's an F sharp, a G and an A. Okay, so that's basically the whole riff as is. So you go through the G bit, the C bit, the G bit, the D bit. Then you repeat the whole thing, so you do the whole section twice, and that's all the intro is. So let's move on and do the main bulk of the song, and actually the main reason I teach this was just to get these chords sorted. So that was me playing through verse 1. Verse 2 and 3 do have slightly different endings, and we'll deal with that in a sec. But you can see the bulk of the song is going to be G to C and then G to D, that 4 chord sequence. I do the same rhythm for the whole of this though, so let's go through the rhythm first. Okay, I'm going to go down, down, up, up, down, up. So down, down, up, down, up. So the first one on its own on 1, then it's going to be down, up on 2 and on the and of 3, up, down, up. So and, 4 and. So it sounds like this. As usual, what I'll do is you'll see a flick to me just playing through that a couple of times with my right hand. It is basically nearly the only rhythm I'm going to do in the whole song, so it's worth seeing the right hand, and I'll try and just do it slowly. Okay, so let's go through the chord sequence. All of these are just going to be once through that rhythm, down, down, up, down, up, basically. So we're going to go G, C, G, D, that 4-chord combination 4 times. So G, C, G, D. So to my private students and to anyone who's just doing this and isn't quite so hot on moving chords, I am taking my hand off on that final up strum. So I'm going down, down, up, down, up. And if you're, what you really want to be doing is doing that as well, particularly to get the song at tempo. You will just have to begin to move your hand on that final up strum. It's a very tricky concept to get because it's basically moving your hands together, so you're getting that real kind of unison between the two hands, and it's a very difficult thing to get, but that is what I'm doing in the song. So my private students will know exactly what I'm talking about, but hopefully that makes sense to you other guys as well. So that section, as I just played, G, C, G, D, 4 times, okay, and the final line, so the first line is Hey Where Did We Go, and the final line is our hearts are thumping, so it'd be our hearts are thumping. And then the final little section, which is almost like a chorus in a way, and it's going to be and you my brown-eyed girl, you my brown-eyed girl are the lyrics, and that's going to be C to D, G to E minor, C to D, G to D. Okay, so it's that simple. Basically, the main bulk of this song is G, C, G, D. Okay, with that rhythm down, down, up, down, up. Okay, G, C, G, D. Practice that bit, you will be flying. And then you do that, so G, C, G, D 4 times, and then C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, D. And that is the verse. Okay, so the little difference we've got at the end of verse 2 and 3, we're going to go into the other section, which is the Do You Remember When? We used to sing shalala, etc., etc., which is like a chorus, I guess, or a bridge or whatever you want to call it. What we do on those sections is it's only the final D chord that is slightly different. So we'd go you my brown-eyed girl. And then what I like to do on this D chord, again, keep it simple for you guys. I'm just going to down up the whole thing. 3 bars of down ups. Each bar is 8 strums, so it's 24 altogether. Like that. And then when we shalala, it's back to G, C, G, D. So shalala. And you've got to say just like that. And then you shalala again. And then that's after the first kind of chorus, so that's after verse 2, you go into that kind of chorusy section, the shalala section, just like that. You do the D, just like that, you see. D, 3 bars of just down upping, as I just did, so it's 24 strums in total, then twice through G, C, G, D. Then there's a breakdown section, so if you're playing with a band, that's where the bass player comes in and has his little thing, and as a guitar player you can do a couple of licks over the top if you want to. In terms of if you're playing it through on your own, you can just skip through that and go straight to the verse, or you can do the intro there, is also a cool idea. But that's just a little thing you can try there. And so, yeah, that is basically, we can then go back into verse 3, which is the same as verse 2. Obviously, different lyrics, but exactly the same sequence. G, C, G, D 4 times. Then we've got C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, and then we go Do You Remember When? So, let me just play through that chorus because I haven't done that yet. Okay, so a bit of a slight different section there as I played the chorus at the end of that after going through it, but I'm sure it will have made sense to you guys. So that's basically the song. We go verse 1 with that slightly different ending with the D where we just do the normal rhythm on the D. Verse 2, and then we down up the D for 24 times to go into the chorus, and then G, C, G, D twice for 2 lots of sha-la-las. Then the breakdown section, which as I discussed earlier, you can do what you want there. Then back into verse 3, which is exactly the same as verse 2. And from there we segue into the chorus again, which is 24 strums of that D chord, so 3 bars of down upping. And then you sha-la-la, which is G, C, G, D, for as long as you want to, because the track's a fade out. So I just did a couple of times just then, and then it faded out. You do what you want. So I'm really bunged up. So that's basically the whole song. So obviously, as I say, I do teach this privately. It's one of people often really love doing this song. It's a nice, simple song. It sounds great. It's very iconic. So hopefully you guys will find it fun to play as well. Yeah, really, really cool track. So as usual, I appreciate anyone who's watching. If it's one of my students, thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful, and I'll see you soon. If you're not and you're just watching this to pick it up, you know, it's a great track to learn to play guitar. It's so cool, and it's nice and simple relatively. So just remember, if you're a relative beginner, to start to get your hand to come off on that final up strum. So down, down, up, down, and then the final up is when your hand's going to come off the guitar. Yeah, cool. So if you have liked it and you have found it useful, I really appreciate it if you like the video. It helps, which is why people always ask you to do it. Also, if you comment on the video, that really helps, and you subscribe to my channel, again, it really helps, and I do genuinely appreciate it. I always try and reply to comments as well. And so, yeah, I've gone through all my normal spiel, so I will see you guys again soon for some more awesome guitariness. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.